Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome all to this new semester, spring semester 2023. And the subject is CSE 640, research methodology. I have, before I start the class today, I'll just like to very briefly introduce myself, and then we'll have an go around of introductions for everyone so that each one of us can understand who's in the class. My name is Zahir. I'm assistant professor at IBA. Been teaching this course since 2008. So I've got pretty good experience of teaching this particular subject. However, initially this subject was meant to be only for information systems students, but then gradually other disciplines, when IBA started researching other disciplines, students from those disciplines also got interested in this course. So therefore we modified the outline a little bit so that it becomes more general rather than specific to information systems. इसके अलावा मैं आपको अपने बारे में ये बता सकता हूँ that I hold a PhD from USA in online communities, information system. Basically discipline जो है वो information systems था, लेकिन उसके अंदर जो मेरा research topic था वो online communities था. And I started my PhD way back in early 2000s. So उस वक्त social media वगैरह या online communities जो थे वो इतनी popular चीज नहीं थी जितनी आजकल है. So my research was about how people work in online environments and how do they collaborate and how do they accomplish amazing tasks that whatever they do. So my focus was on finding out collaboration strategies and why does this collaboration works in online communities. And after COVID, this has kind of taken a boost in importance because most work has shifted online. So that's still my area of research. My other areas of research include knowledge networks, in which I work with some professors from here in Australia as well in USA. So we look at how knowledge flows within knowledge networks. And besides that, I have other students who work in different areas, for example, neuro, IS, information security, and telemedicine and those kind of areas. So there's a pretty diverse set of areas that I work in. So that's my brief introduction. And I'm very happy to be offering this course once again to PhD students as well as MS and students. But I need to know all of you today. So it would be great if you could let me know something about yourself so that I know what kind of class do I have this time. And that information will help me in modifying the outline a little bit more. So we can start with Rabia.
Okay, sure. Assalamualaikum, sir. I've been working since 2019 as a business analyst, and currently I'm working in Denver as a business analyst. Yeah, I thought this course is going to contribute much to my career path, so that's why I choose a research methodology.
रबिया, आप इस वक्त आपका प्रोग्राम ऑफ स्टडी क्या है?
Computer science, masters in computer science.
Are you an MS student or a PhD?
Yeah, I am a MS student.
MS in computer science.
Yes, sir.
So you are MS in computer science with some working experience as a business analyst?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Excellent. Thank you, Rabia.
You're welcome.
Next, yeah, who's next? Well, on my screen, I have Hashir, LG. Hashir, can you?
Okay. Yeah. So this is Hashir. So basically, I graduated from FAST in 2019, and from then I'm working in Systems Limited. I'm basically a student of MSCS program, and I am working in Systems Private Limited in Karachi office, and also work for them in Dubai. So currently, I'm leading a team of 10 members in Systems Limited for the client of SSLR, and currently in the future currently moving towards the architecture level also. So that's my introduction.
Great. Thank you, Hashir, for your introduction. That's, that's great to hear about your work experience and your education background. Next, I have on my screen Karan Tanveer.
Assalamualaikum. I am Kiran Tanveer and I am working as a data engineer since 2020. Um, I have done my bachelor's in computer science from FAST, and then now I'm a master's student of data science at IBA.
All right, great, excellent. So you are doing masters in data science, and you are also working. Is that right? All right, great. Thanks. Okay, and then I have Kulsum Khan.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Kulsum. I did my bachelor's in computer science from Karachi University, and currently I'm doing master's in data science from IBA. That's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Kulsum. Mahin Suhail.
Hi, this is Maheen. I graduated from IBA in 2021, and currently I'm enrolled in MSCS. And I even had a course with you in my bachelor's, my first course with you, ITC. So
Okay,
yeah, that's one.
great. Yeah, thanks for reminding me that, Mahin. Great to have you back. Arhama Mazhar. Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly.
Hi, my name is Arhama Masur. I did my bachelor's from NED University and now I'm enrolled in MSCS and IBA. I've worked as a cybersecurity engineer. Currently, I'm just pursuing my master's degree.
Excellent. Great. That's very good. And I think I got your name right also. Sumit. Sumit is next on my list. Sumit, are you there? And Sumit, can you hear me? See, I hear your mic has been turned on, but I can't seem to hear you. Sumit, are you there?
Is it audible? Is it audible now?
Yeah, it's audible. Yep. Please go ahead.
So hi everyone. This is Sumit Khetpal, and I am a MSCS student. I did my bachelor's from Mehran University in software engineering department, and currently working as a principal software engineer in GFK at LICE. So this is what about my introduction.
Thank you very much, Sumit. That's great. So next I have Sayed Imran Hassan.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Saeed Imran Hassan, and I did my bachelor's in computer science from CBM. Currently, I'm enrolled in master's in computer science at IBA, and I've been working as a backend developer for Hisab Kitab since August of 2021. And this is it.
All right, that's great. Imran, that's excellent. And after that, I have Arib Imran.
Yeah. Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Reek. I have a background in working operations department for a fintech company for about 2 years, and I'm currently enrolled in MSDS program at IBA, Master in Data Science.
Great, excellent. That's great. Usman Siddiqui.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Mohammed Usman Siddiqui. I basically am a network engineer. I graduated from Kennedy University, and right now I'm working as a systems engineer. And my program is MSCS.
Great, that's very good. Okay, so it's since the name keeps shuffling on my screen, if I have missed anyone, can you please let me know right now?
You've missed me.
Yeah, yeah, that's name.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. I am Jasneem Adnan, currently pursuing Masters in Computer Science at IBA. For my undergrad, I went to Habib University and I graduated from there back in 2020. Currently, I work as a software developer in Benchmetrics Private Limited, Karachi.
Okay, that's great, Tasneem. Thank you very much. Anyone else in the class? Who has any-
Yeah, I'm also left.
Manasa?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Munazza Aslam and I have done my bachelor's in software engineering from MD University. And I'm currently working as a software engineer at Tenpers. And here at IBA, my course, my program is MS Computer Science. And I'm currently in my second semester.
Okay, that's great. Very good. So I think this kind of concludes introductions. If there is anyone left, please let me know, because the list on my screen it shuffles a bit when somebody drops off and they rejoin due to connection issues, so it changes. But I hope that I have heard all of you. And if you have not, you can always stop me whenever you feel like and ask any questions or introduce yourself. Right. Okay, so since today is the first class, we'll have to do some kind of homekeeping, or I'll just give you some administrative information about how this course is going to be run. First of all, I'm really sorry for the confusion in timing today, because I was verbally informed that the class timing is changed to 2 p.m. But today I found out that it was not the case. It's also my fault, because since I didn't get any email confirmation, I assumed that the verbal timing were fixed, but that was not the case. So, but I'm really happy to see so many of you were able to join the class, even though it was such a short notice about changing the time. But from the next class onwards, we will go as mentioned in your schedule. That is, the class will start at 11:30, and it will be through this Zoom link. And since all of you are present here, it means that all of you know how to get connected to this class. So I need not explain any of that, but there might be some students who I receive a email from one or two students who say they need some help with this. So I'll reply to them personally. So that's one. The second very important, I think information that I need to communicate to you was that this course is actually a PhD level course. And I designed this course when I came back from USA after completing my PhD. I did my PhD in information systems, so I needed to tell my students how to do research in information systems. So therefore, I developed that course for them. And since then, initially for the first 5 years, like 2013, from 2008 to 2013, it was purely for information system researchers. And after that, other disciplines were introduced by IBA, like PhD in economics and PhD in mathematics. And those students from other research areas were also interested in this. So therefore, this course was modified most recently in 2021, I guess, or 22, when it was revamped for and the entire PhD cohort at IBA, irrespective of their discipline. But what I see today is that all of you are students of masters in computer science or masters in data science. So this means that this poses challenge for both of us, like for you as well as for myself. I don't want to change the course so much that it becomes a master's level course, because it is after all, it is CSE 640 and you have registered for it. So you'll have to bring yourself up to this level. So just let me respond to one of messages, then I come back to you. Actually, that's okay, right? So I was just typing that's okay to you, so that's fine. Coming back to what I was saying, that this course is basically about research, right? So it's a very good thing to know how to do research, and I'm sure that even at master's level, when you go out in field, you need to do a lot of research. Even if you have done bachelor's and you start working, you definitely need to do research at one time or another during your career. But the type of research we'll be talking about is more kind of academic, more rigorous kind of research, right? So if you do this course, you'll be really very well prepared for doing any kind of research. And if you want to go ahead and do your PhD, then you can feel very good about having done this course already, because this course will tell you the nuts and bolts of research, right? So it goes really deep into the philosophical foundations. And I have not uploaded your course outline as yet, because I wanted to see what type of class composition do I have. But I think all of you with some work experience or with some good educational background, I think you'll all be very happy to see the outline, which I will upload now after this class. All right, so that was the second piece of information that I wanted to communicate to you. The third piece of information that I want to communicate to you is that the format of this class. The format of this class is not lecture based. Like, it will not be something like that you log on and listen to me lecture about some research topic and then repeat whatever I've told you. So it's not going to be that, but it's going to be based on the collaborative paradigm. And like one of you were a student of mine in one of the previous courses, maybe they already know that I always believe in collaborative paradigm of teaching, which means that all of us come together to generate knowledge rather than getting knowledge transferred from one place to another. So in a lecture-based mode, which is suitable for many disciplines, especially the one that where an expert is needed to express their lifelong learning, or et cetera, et cetera. However, I find that when we join together in the learning process, the students as well as the teacher, that produces better outcomes, which means you learn more, you retain it and you understand it even better, right? The subject, when you engage with the subject very deeply, and engaging with the subject requires you to actually not just listen, but try to work out what the course is all about, what the topic is all about, and what your classmates are thinking about it. And then you contribute your own understanding, and they listen to your point of view, and they also express their point of view. And then we all try to synthesize those point of view individually to build our own knowledge base. So this also means that there will not be a one-to-one correspondence between questions and answers, right? But the way this learning will take place would be that you'll pose questions, and your classmates will pose questions, and I'll pose questions, and all of us will come together to try to work out the answers. But there will not be one answer that will be finally decided by the class. Okay, this is the answer to this question. Rather, we'll all build our own personal perspective on that particular topic, which will be very uniquely our own, right? We will develop that by listening to everyone and trying to synthesize that into some kind of understanding for ourselves, right? So this is another thing that is important, both administratively and from a pedagogical perspective as well. So the next thing which is related to this thing is that how are we actually going to implement this collaborative learning paradigm? We are going to do it in a couple of ways. So I'll run down with 3 or 4 right now. One is that there will be several assignments that you will be doing throughout the semester, right? These are important assignments that will all be graded, and these assignments will approximately carry 50% of the course mark. The other 50% would be the exams, 20% for the midterm, and 30% for the final. That will be your exams. The other 50% will be the assignments that you'll be doing throughout the semester. You'll be submitting them every week, and you'll get your grades for them every week as well. So that was the third thing that I wanted to tell you about this. The fourth thing that I wanted to tell you was that you'll have to. This course will be divided into two broad parts. The first one is the conceptual foundation of research, and this is the hard part, right? This is going to be really hard because we'll be grappling with some very, very difficult concepts in research, right? And these concepts will basically allow me to say that it will kind of turn your academic world upside down, if I'm not mistaken. But I may be mistaken. You may already know about all these concepts already, so I'll be very happy in that case. But from my experience, my students, when they come to this course, they usually find all these things very astonishing and hard to believe, kind of thing. So I'm not trying to dramatize this or exaggerate it. I'm just trying to say that the first part, which is the conceptual part, will be very thoroughly examining these fundamental concepts. We'll examine it to the extent which will really prompt you to rethink many of the ideas or think about them for the first time. right? Those kind of things. So that will be the first 50% of course. The second 50% of the course would be about specific examples, specific methods, and we'll do this by looking at papers, research papers. So this brings me to the next administrative information, piece of information that I want to communicate to you is that this course will require a lot of reading. So the discussion that you will, I was just talking about that you will be coming to the class and participating and collaborating to generate knowledge, and everyone will contribute their perspective and they'll take part in the discussions. So how is that going to happen? Actually, it's not going to happen in this way that I'll give you a topic and then you all start talking about it. But what will happen is that I will give you some papers to read every week, and you'll come prepared for the discussion through this reading. Right? So I'll give you, let's say, 5 papers to read. You'll read all 5 of them, maybe one paper a day before the next class, and when you come to the class, you will we'll talk about those papers. So it's not always 5 papers. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes it's 4. Sometimes it's 3. Sometimes it's 2 or even 1. But there's always a reading list is always available for you to read, and these papers are mostly published in academic journals, so will come from there. Most of them will be about research. Some of them will be research papers themselves, and we'll look at how this particular team has conducted their research, what did they do in this research, and try to understand and try to see whether we can do the same kind of thing. Now, this also reminds me to tell you that the type of research we'll be talking about will be absolutely world-class research, right? It will not be any specific standard. It will be the highest possible standard, right? There's just one highest possible standard, so we'll go for that. So we'll try to see what is the best, how to produce best quality research, and we'll try to understand that. And I'm very much sure that you'll all enjoy reading about that, especially the first conceptual part, and then also the practical part, if I may label it that way, where we'll look at some practical ways of doing research. So I'll stop here and ask you if you have any questions so far about the introduction that I've given to the course. Yes, anyone, please? Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Your फ्रंट पेपर सर हमको मुझे रीड करना होगा, क्या वो स्पेसिफिकली कंप्यूटर साइंस से रिलेटेड ही होंगे या किसी भी फील्ड से?
सॉरी, आपकी थोड़ा सा मुझे वॉइस क्लियर नहीं सुनाई आई. आप कैन यू रिपीट योर क्वेश्चन?
सर आई वाज सेइंग कि जो वीकली रिसर्च पेपर्स हमें रीड करने हैं, क्या वो हमारी फील्ड कंप्यूटर साइंस से उससे रिलेटेड होंगे या किसी भी फील्ड से?
नहीं, मैंने जैसे आपको अभी बताया था कि ये कोर्स जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था उस वक्त इट वाज मोर टेलर्ड टुवर्ड्स इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम्स एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस, but now it's more general. It's about research itself. It's not about how to do research in one specific discipline. It's just about how to do research, irrespective of which discipline you want to apply that knowledge to. It could be astronomy, it could be biology, it could be medicine, it could be history. So there's no restriction on, because we'll be looking at the fundamentals. Right? Fundamentals are just one for all type of research in the world. Just the domain differs, which means you look at different bodies of knowledge, and you need to make yourself familiar with that body of knowledge. But as far as doing research is concerned, it's the same method for all disciplines, right? So we'll try to understand what is research all about, how to conduct research. And then we'll also look at computer science and data science in the second part of the course where we're doing the practical thing. So in those practical weeks where we're looking at some specific methodologies, we'll probably concentrate more on data science and computer science. But for the first 50% of the course, it will be just about research, not about a specific discipline.
Thank you.
Right. See, any other question?
जी सर, एक क्वेश्चन था।
Sure.
सर ये एक रिक्वेस्ट थी कि हम लोग जैसे MSCS प्रोग्राम में एनरोल्ड हैं, तो अगर इस तरह से अगर कोर्स आउटलाइन बन जाए कि जैसे हर रिसर्च पेपर का ये हमें पूरी आगे भी काम आने वाला है, ठीक है, चाहे हम PhD करने जाएंगे, तो अगर आप हमें जो फॉर्मेट है, जो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, कैसे लिखा जाता है, कैसे क्या मेथडोलॉजीज होती हैं उसकी, अगर एक एक पोर्शन पे एक एक क्लास रखें, ठीक है, तो और उसके अलावा हम अपना पेपर भी उसके थ्रू बनाते जाएं और वो प्रेजेंट करते जाएं, तो ये थोड़ा सा और अच्छा हो जाएगा हमारे लिए, प्रैक्टिकल हो जाएगा, प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस।
Thank you, Sumit, very much for this suggestion. I really appreciate it. Or I'll try to incorporate this somehow in the second part, like I said. About the structure of the paper, like you're saying, कि इसका normal structure क्या होता है, किस तरह से लिखा जाए और क्यों उसका structure, the reason behind that structure. इसको यानी कि rectification नहीं है ये कि आप कहें कि भाई एक पेपर के 5 सेक्शन होते हैं, सेक्शन 1 ये होता है, 2 होता है, 3 होता है, ये होता है. That's not our approach. Approach would be, okay, if I have done some research and I want to present it, I want to share it with the rest of the world, what is the best way to share them? ठीक है, और जब आपको वो बेस्ट वे पता चल जाएगा तो आप खुद ही उससे लॉजिकली जो है इसका स्ट्रक्चर डिराइव हो जाएगा, ठीक है. तो इट्स नॉट द स्ट्रक्चर दैट कम्स फर्स्ट, ठीक है. मिसाल के तौर पे अगर आप एक आर्किटेक्ट हैं और आप चाहते हैं कि आपने एक बहुत सबसे अच्छा घर बनाना है, ठीक है, तो आप स्ट्रक्चर से नहीं शुरू कर सकते कि भाई घर का जो है स्ट्रक्चर ये होना चाहिए, इसमें एक दरवाजा होना चाहिए वगैरह वगैरह. आप पहले देखेंगे वो घर किसके लिए बन रहा है, किस इलाके में बन रहा है, किस पर्पस के लिए बन रहा है, उसके रहने वालों की क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, ठीक है, तो उसकी क्या फंक्शनैलिटी होनी चाहिए. उसके हिसाब से जो है फिर हमें हम मालूम करेंगे कि भाई ये अगर हमें इससे ये फंक्शन चाहिए हमें, तो ये इस फंक्शन के लिए बेस्ट फॉर्म जो है ये पॉसिबल होगी. तो फॉर्म जो है वो हमारी डिपेंडेंट होगी कि हम क्या, हमारा अल्टीमेट एम क्या है, ठीक है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. तो इसी तरह से पेपर्स जब हम लिखते हैं तो उनका कोई ऐसा नहीं होता कि फिक्स फॉर्मेट है, उसको हमने खाने फिल करते चले जाना है. अच्छा कि भाई ये एब्स्ट्रैक्ट में ये लिखना है, फिर कीवर्ड्स में ये लिखना है, फिर ये सब. बल्कि हम देखेंगे कि हमने जो रिसर्च की है वो सबसे बेहतर तरीके से किस जगह पे हम उसे पब्लिश कर सकते हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा कौन लोग उसको इंटरेस्टेड होंगे पढ़ने में, और वो लोग जो हैं उनको सबसे ज़्यादा आसानी से किस तरह से हमारी बात समझ आएगी, उसके हिसाब से फिर हम जो है उसको अपने पेपर को स्ट्रक्चर करेंगे. तो डिफरेंट जर्नल्स जो हैं वो अपने तौर पे उन्होंने ये डिसाइड कर लिया होता है कि भाई हम इस तरह से जो है इस तरह की रिसर्च को हम केटर करेंगे, और इस तरह से हम अपनी जो रिसर्च है उसको इस तरह से हम डिसेमिनेट करेंगे और लोगों तक पहुंचाएंगे। फिर अगर हम उस जर्नल में अपना पेपर छापना चाहते हैं तो फिर हम देखते हैं कि वो किस तरीके से इस सारी चीज को कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, और फिर विल ट्राई टू लर्न देयर मेथड एंड डू दैट। सो इट्स मोस्टली जनरल स्पेसिफिक। उसकी भी प्रैक्टिकल जब हम बातें करेंगे तो वो इस टाइप की चीजें हम करेंगे डेफिनेटली। लेकिन ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ एक्सपीरियंस से कि ये जो है हमारा जो कंसेप्चुअल पार्ट है वो दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिकल जो है ना उसके ये उसमें लिमिटेशंस इसलिए आ जाती हैं क्योंकि दुनिया में एक जर्नल नहीं है जो जहाँ पे रिसर्च पब्लिश होती है, ठीक है। हजारों की तादाद में इफ नॉट मोर जर्नल्स हैं हर डिसिप्लिन के अंदर। और मेथडोलॉजीज की अगर आप बात करें प्रैक्टिकल की, कि वो भी हजारों में है, ठीक है। और वो कोई स्टैटिक नंबर नहीं है, बल्कि जब आपकी कंसेप्चुअल पार्ट कंप्लीट कर लेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि आप अपनी मेथडोलॉजी खुद जो है बना सकते हैं और उसको प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। एंड उसका ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपकी जो एग्जिस्टिंग मेथडोलॉजीज हैं आपने उन्हीं को इस्तेमाल करना है, बल्कि आप अपनी खुद बना सकते हैं मेथडोलॉजी डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम यू आर सर्चिंग फॉर। सो यू आर नॉट बाउंड बाय कि मेरे पास ये टूल्स हैं। आप अपने टूल्स खुद बनाएं, ठीक है, जो जो आपने काम करना है उसके लिए। तो इसलिए जो प्रैक्टिकल टूल्स हैं जाहिर है जो कि मोस्ट ऑफन यूज होते हैं, हर लोगों का अपना एक स्पेसिफिक फेवरेट टूल होता है, ठीक है। कुछ लोग हैं वो स्क्रू ड्राइवर जो है उनको पसंद होता है, लेकिन कुछ लोग को ड्रिल से कहते हैं कि हम स्क्रू टाइट करेंगे, ठीक है। ये पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस है, हालांकि काम जो है दोनों सेम कर रहे हैं। लेकिन so methodologies are like tools, like you can pick up your favorite tools and build your own, like अपने घर में रख लें बहुत सारा एक सामान, एक किट बना के, अच्छा ये मेरे टूल्स हैं, या फिर जो भी जब भी आपको नई जरूरत पड़े आप जाके खरीद लें, या फिर आप नया टूल खुद इन्वेंट कर लें अपना, सो एंड सो फोर्थ। तो जो हमारा सेकंड पार्ट होगा उसमें हम इस तरह की देखेंगे चीजें, ताकि हम हमारी जो अप्रोच है वो हमारी जो है, हमने जैसे मैंने अभी कहा था कि हम वर्ल्ड लेवल पे बात करेंगे, ठीक है। तो वर्ल्ड लेवल पे बात करने के लिए जो है हमें डेप्थ में जो है जाना पड़ेगा, उसके बगैर हम नहीं कर सकते। हम सुपरफिशियल बातों से वर्ल्ड लेवल पे नहीं पहुंच सकते, हमें डेप्थ में जाना पड़ेगा। तो विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट टू डू दैट। और फिर ज़ाहिर टूल्स के बारे में भी बात करेंगे ताकि आपको प्रैक्टिकल भी टिप्स कुछ मिल जाएं, ताकि आप उसमें यू फील कंफर्टेबल इन अप्लाइंग दैट। सो वेरी गुड कंट्रीब्यूशन सुमित, आपने बहुत अच्छा कमेंट किया, उससे हमारी डिस्कशन आगे बढ़ी। जी, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन और कमेंट फ्रॉम एनीवन? Okay, this brings me to the next administrative information. नेक्स्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन ये है कि क्योंकि ये कोर्स जो है कोलैबोरेटिव पैराडाइम पे रन करेगा, इसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि एवरीवन पार्टिसिपेट्स। एवरीवन पार्टिसिपेट्स का मतलब है कि अगर आपसे कोई क्वेश्चन किया जाए तो यू ऑल हैव टू ट्राई टू आंसर दैट एज मच एज यू कैन, बल्कि ट्राई टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस योरसेल्फ, ठीक है। आप उससे भी आप पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं बाय आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस। इससे जो रिलेटेड एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है वो ये है कि हम देयर विल बी डेज ड्यूरिंग द सेमेस्टर विच विल बी कॉल्ड एज कैमरा ऑन डेज। कैमरा ऑन डेज में ये है कि आप सब लोगों को अपना उस क्लास में अपना कैमरा ऑन रखना होगा। तो यू विल हैव टू मेक श्योर कि आपका कैमरा और माइक ऑन काम कर रहा है। और आई नो उसमें कुछ समटाइम डिफिकल्टीज होती हैं कि हमारे पास कोई प्रॉपर जगह नहीं होती जहाँ पे हम बैठ के क्लास ले सकें, लेकिन वो जो कैमरा ऑन डेज हैं उसके लिए आपको ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करनी पड़ेगी। यू विल हैव टू फाइंड अ सूटेबल प्लेस जहाँ से आप क्लास जो है वो ज्वाइन कर सकें ऑनलाइन, एंड यू विल हैव टू कीप योर कैमरा ऑन थ्रू आउट द क्लास। और उसमें आप अपना माइक जो है वो ऑफ रखेंगे, लेकिन जब आपसे क्वेश्चन किया जाए या जब आप क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो या आप किसी को आंसर कर रहे हो उस वक्त आप अपना माइक ऑन करेंगे, बट योर कैमरा विल रिमेन ऑन. So these camera on days will come very regularly. After every 2-3 classes, we'll have a camera on day. वो मैं आपको पहले से बता दूंगा. तो उसमें जो है आपने पार्टिसिपेट करना होगा उसके थ्रू. और अगर फॉर एनी स्पेसिफिक रीजन आप कैमरा ऑन डे पे आप कैमरा ऑन नहीं कर, you know that you will not be able to switch on your camera on that camera on day. तो आप जो है वो मुझे पहले से इन्फॉर्म करेंगे कि दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्विच ऑन योर कैमरा ऑन दैट डे. ठीक है. तो जैसे हमारी अब नेक्स्ट क्लास जो है वो होगी 11:30 बजे थर्सडे को, नेक्स्ट थर्सडे को. तो दैट इज अ कैमरा ऑन क्लास. ठीक है. तो यू विल ऑल बी सपोज टू कीप योर कैमरास ऑन. तो उसमें फिर जो है we can communicate better that way. और उसके बाद फिर दोबारा से 2-3 क्लासेस के बाद हमारे पास ही आएगा. तो ये कुछ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन थी. अब there's some more administrative information जो कि मैं आपकी कोर्स आउटलाइन में आज अपलोड कर दूंगा, which will not be very different from what I've already told you. उससे मिलता जुलता होगा. However, अगर आपके जहन में इस वक्त कोई comments हैं या questions हैं तो I'll be very happy to receive them.
सर आप क्या कोर्स आउटलाइन शेयर कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे?
जी मैंने अभी आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था कि मैं क्लास के बाद आपका LMS पे कोर्स आउटलाइन में I wanted to make a little bit of make sure कि मेरी क्लास की कंपोजिशन क्या है.
सर आपकी आवाज जो है वो कट रही है, नहीं आ रही.
Okay, so were you able to listen to what I was saying before?
Yes sir, you said about uploading it after the class, but
नहीं
what if
मैं जनरली बात करूं कि मेरी जो अभी मैंने लास्ट हाफ एन आवर से जो चीजें बातें की हैं वो आपको उस वक्त में वॉइस क्लियर आ रही थी या ब्रेक हो रहा था?
सर इन बिटवीन जो है वो आवाज आपकी डिस्टॉर्ट हो रही है.
Sorry about that. You should have told me for that. What about what about other students? Did all of you face similar difficulty in hearing me?
Yes, sir. When you go back, your voice little bit distorts.
Okay, so that's you should have informed me before. So I'm sorry about that. So it means इस वक्त मैं सिर्फ आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं या कमेंट्स हैं क्लास के लिए?
No sir.
Yeah, I have a question. Just like you said that you will give us 4 to 5 research papers to read per week. So since the research papers are quite lengthy and they're quite extensive, so do you think that we can, along with our masters and along with our jobs, can read like 5 papers each week?
जी किरण, आपका पॉइंट बिल्कुल वैलिड है. ये इट्स अ टफ जॉब और आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट कि ये है. इसीलिए आई सेड कि इट इज अ बिट चैलेंजिंग क्योंकि ये PhD लेवल कोर्स है और उसमें जो है हमें थोड़ा सा उसको अपना करना पड़ता है. However, I will definitely make sure that the amount of reading that you get is manageable. ठीक है, it's not beyond human capacity or something like that. So I will definitely make sure लेकिन कि जितना मिनिमम हो सके practical possible हो उतना ही करें. लेकिन there is a certain level of ground जो हमें करना है, ठीक है. You will appreciate कि हमारे पास shortcuts नहीं होते, ठीक है, especially if we are aiming high. And मैंने आपको अपनी expectations अभी बताई थी कि मेरी expectations काफी high होती हैं, especially IBA के students के साथ. तो इसलिए हमें थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा काम करना पड़ेगा. I appreciate. लेकिन अगर बहुत ही ज्यादा अनसरमाउंटेबल आपको डिफिकल्टी लग रही है तो मुझे बता दीजिएगा. बट आई ट्राई टू be practical and keep the amount low so that we can all go through the papers before coming to the class. ठीक है, उसका फायदा नहीं है कि अगर मैं कहूँ 10 पेपर पढ़ें और आप 10 में से आप आधे भी नहीं पढ़ सकें, तो that's no use giving you 10 papers. तो पेपर्स इतने होने चाहिए जितने आप पढ़ सकें, ठीक है. इसके लिए जो है आपको मैं ये भी बताऊंगा कि मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या है. देखिए, एक्सपेक्टेशन ये है कि when you register for a 3 credit course, ठीक है, 3 credit hours का मतलब ये होता है कि आप एक वीक में 3 hours तो वो कांटेक्ट टाइम होता है जिसमें आप सब एक साथ क्लास में जमा होते हैं, ठीक है. that's 3 hours per week. लेकिन उसके साथ हमेशा एसोसिएटेड आवर्स होते हैं 6 hours आउटसाइड द क्लास, ठीक है. तो मुझे ये मालूम है कि अप टू 6 hours पर वीक में मुझे मालूम है कि आप इसको सिंस यू हैव रजिस्टर्ड फॉर दिस 3 hour क्रेडिट कोर्स, इसका मतलब है कि आपने अपने टाइम टेबल में 6 hours पर वीक जो है उसकी गुंजाइश निकाली होगी इसके लिए, कोर्स के लिए, ठीक है. अगर आपके पास 6 hours पर वीक की गुंजाइश नहीं है इस कोर्स के लिए, तो then definitely either you'll have to be super quick and do the reading in the less amount of time that you have allocated for it. Otherwise, अगर आप मुझसे पर्सनली कंसल्ट करें और बताएं कि ये वर्कलोड है, ठीक है, तो आई कैन ऑल्सो ट्राई टू हेल्प यू इन सेइंग कि किस तरह से आपने अपना टाइम हमें मैनेज करना है, ठीक है. उसमें it becomes really difficult if you are managing your family, if you are managing your career, and if you're managing your education, all three at the same time, and managing yourself also. तो आपको अपना टाइम जो है वो 4 हिस्सों में डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. आपका वर्किंग टाइम विल गेट डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 पार्ट्स. उसमें कुछ पार्ट हो सकता है आप ज्यादा पढ़े रखें एज कम्पेयर टू अदर्स, डिपेंडिंग ऑन आप किस तरह से प्रायोरिटाइज करती हैं अपनी लाइफ को. योर वर्क माइट टेक मोर प्रायोरिटी, योर फैमिली माइट टेक मोर प्रायोरिटी. तो उस पर आपकी पे डिपेंड करता है. लेकिन आपका जो टाइम है आपके पास अवेलेबल, उसको आपको पहले से वर्कआउट करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. एंड आई वुड बी वेरी हैप्पी टू हियर फ्रॉम एवरीवन कि हाउ डू दे manage their time. So that was again a very good comment. और अच्छा था आपने मुझे बताया इसकी तरफ से. It's a serious matter, ठीक है. We don't want to just bulldoze through everything, ठीक है. उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि अल्टीमेट हमने एम ऑब्जेक्टिव करना है कि जो भी हमारे पास टाइम अवेलेबल है उसमें हम बेस्ट पॉसिबल जो आउटकम्स हैं वो अचीव कर लें, ठीक है. तो इट वोंट बी through brute force, it will be through collaborative, like I said, collaborative fashion में होगा. आप अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बताएंगी, मैं अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बताएंगे, उसके बाद फिर हम कुछ सिंथेसाइज करके उसको फाइनलाइज करेंगे कि किस तरह से आगे जाना है, so that is mutually beneficial for all of us, ठीक है. तो there is no prefixed kind of agenda or budget जिसके तहत हम चलेंगे, बल्कि it will be collaborative in nature, और उसके से हम चलेंगे उस तरह से. So that was a valid concern, और उसको फिर हम करेंगे. So thanks for this comment, Kiran. Anyone else with any other comment? Okay, so my request to the class now is to all of us should switch on our mics and say we either have no questions or no comments or not at this time. ठीक है, तो one by one सारे करें so that I know everyone is present here and listening.
I don't have any comment.
Good, Kiran.
No question for my side.
No questions for now, sir.
Very
No
good.
questions for us.
No question for my
No
side.
questions.
No,
Very-
no
No
question.
question. No questions.
No question, sir.
Very good. So I'm very happy that all of you responded. इसका मतलब आप बहुत attentive थे सारी throughout the class. I'm sorry for the disruption. अगर मेरे voice में disruption हुई होगी, I promise from next class I'll use a better mic, and you'll be able to hear me more properly. Any question? Arhama?
Apologies, sir. I'm not in cellular range. I wanted to know if there's a WhatsApp group that will be created for future correspondence.
Yes, thank you again, Arhama, for this very, very important point that I almost missed. So every time we have a class, it's after WhatsApp came along, like a couple of years ago, or whatever. So we have a group, और वो group जो है students ही बनाते हैं, and then they add me to that group. So you can take this lead if you like. You can create a research group called Research Methodology Spring 2023, and then everyone can send you their numbers, and you can add to that. So that becomes a very convenient way of communicating LMS के अलावा WhatsApp पे. So anyone can take this initiative and form this group, और उसमें फिर सबको ऐड कर सकते हैं. और मेरा जो नंबर है WhatsApp number, I will type it out here, but it will also be present in my course outline.
नहीं सर, ये कम कर लेते हैं कि आप अपना नंबर शेयर कर दें, और सेकेंडली जो है हम आपके साथ लिंक शेयर कर लेंगे और आप जो है वो अनाउंसमेंट में पोस्ट कर दीजिएगा.
बिल्कुल सही है, I'll do that. अनाउंसमेंट पे मैं पोस्ट कर दूंगा. आप लिंक शेयर कर लीजिए. मैंने अपना नंबर आपको दे दिया सर चैट के थ्रू. और जैसे आप कह रहे हैं, आप बिल्कुल आई एग्री विद यू, बिल्कुल अच्छा मेथड है ये. आई कैन डू दैट. Okay, so since this is our first class, और ये basically introductions के बारे में थी और थोड़े से question answer के बारे में थी, तो हमने काफी तो ground cover कर लिया इसका. I think you have some idea about this, how this course is going to run. Second class भी तकरीबन introductory class होगी, लेकिन उसमें subject को ज़्यादा depth में introduce कराया जाएगा कि ये क्या subject है, इसके बारे में हम किस तरह से आगे चलेंगे. The next class will be about introduction to research methodologies, और उससे पहले मैं आपको भी जो है course outline update कर देता हूँ, और उसके साथ साथ आप एक WhatsApp group भी बना लीजिए. और आज की attendance के लिए मैं सबसे request करूँगा कि please type in your names in the chat box. That will mark your attendance also, and it gets saved as a record. So please type in your name in the chat box so that I know that you are here. That will mark your attendance. And this will be a usual method of attendance also. Whenever you log on, please type in your names in the chat box. तो वो record हो जाएगा. So that's excellent. I've seen all of you responding in this. So अब मैं आपको एक रिमाइंडर दे के क्लास खत्म करता हूँ. रिमाइंडर ये है कि नेक्स्ट क्लास जो है वो हमारी 11:30 बजे होगी थर्सडे को, और दैट्स अ कैमरा ऑन क्लास. It means before Thursday आप लोगों ने एक अरेंजमेंट करना होगा कि आप क्लास को अटेंड कर सकें विद योर कैमरा ऑन, और अगर कैमरा ऑन नहीं कर सकते आप नेक्स्ट थर्सडे को, तो मुझे आप ईमेल करके इन्फॉर्म कर दीजिए। और इस क्लास के लिए, नेक्स्ट क्लास के लिए कोई रीडिंग असाइन नहीं है, देयर इज नो असाइंड रीडिंग एक्सेप्ट फॉर द कोर्स आउटलाइन, जो कि मैं आज अपलोड कर दूंगा। आप कोर्स आउटलाइन का मुताला कीजिए, और उसके बारे में अगर कोई सवाल होगा तो वो हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में उसको भी डिस्कस कर लेंगे। So that's all for today's class. I would like to thank you all of you for attending this class, especially with this confusion in timing. But next class will be at 11:30 as mentioned in your outline. So thank you very much, everyone, and Allah Hafiz.